All right, folks. Welcome back from the break. We are now in Game 3 territory. Between MST and Fleury. Skyhawk again here on comms. Kaz and Paragon still here on tracking. So as this is the first time we've done, maybe the second time, it's rare that we had a Game 3 so far. So in Game 3, the players have a choice to vote between Game 1 settings or Game 2 settings. Or they could vote for what we've dubbed Chaos, which we just take all the custom areas from both games and put them together. Any area that has separate custom areas from each game gets a random rolled. So what's come out in this case is the only change here is it's Game 2, except criteria is replaced by Norfair that was in Game 1. So we'll see what this pulls out for the runners. Let's go. Game 3 hype. Best start. So you know what this means, folks. Wave beam pickup 20 seconds in. In a way, this is good, because this allows them to clear all of Norfair. Get this over with. Alright, this following room hasn't... Oh, they're going to have to do this over again. There we go. There is a room on the right side. Both rooms, remember, it's an ice beam. MST doesn't realize he has to do the other button. That's okay. This... Don't know. Neo Norfair is going to be the question mark here and how that works. Neo Norfair tends to be very heated, and in a lot of Game 1 practice seeds, required heat runs. So, MST's doing this roundabout room. This is going to put him right back in the hub. Or almost, actually. This may likely come down to odd requirements in Ridley and Brinstar at this point, as Brinstar is not the starting area, so... Alright, so there's the first elevator for Fleury. Let's see where this takes the gentleman. Right into Brinstar. Here's a non-corridor room. No, Fleury deciding to go back to Norfair. Not a bad call. As I said, this for the most part, it's pretty much all wave beam required. So. Well, just like that first broken seed, again, not too much item pickups outside of the two majors on the E-tank. So this hub has an item, and neither runner has decided to check on it. And it's just not above, it's just under Fleury. Ice Beam puts it in logic. I'd be checking this. So, Thamos, if you weren't here, the first seed was broken due to the custom area the Maw had a couple of 1x1 rooms with specific major checks, and the pathing was never set to it. The author themselves have actually... Oh, it's okay. That was just an E-tank. The author themselves have actually fixed it since then, but this was not done prior to the tournament. we're all amazed that it actually hasn't busted any of the community races up until now, because this area has been around for a while. There's a random scanner check for MST. That looks like the bottom right corner. If I find Neo Norfair, that was in the hub. Oh, that... Okay, this looks like a space jump check. Now, this could still be part of the room logic. But this feels a little too much work to actually... Oh, there we go. He's making it. Nope. Might miss it there. Whoa. Oh, this is so tight. He makes the job. I believe there is a possible item there on that top end corner of Fleury's room. Oh, map station. Let's see if he does a bit of extra scan. Am I see picking up an E-tank? And his first missile pack. Still find it interesting that this run decided not to jump into Brinstar. At least would have checked maybe one or two rooms, possibly find a major or an extra minor. Yeah. I still agree with both runners are making good decisions here. This criteria push feels like it's in logic, and Best World is basically completely wide open. Because I know there's a part there. We got a sensor core for a second game in a row on Fleury's side. Definitely should be equipping it, especially in this area. There's going to be a few statue rooms like that that actually have a North Ball tunnel leading to and possibly another item. Oh, now is not the time to die, Fleury. Well, that's a space jump check. That's probably not got anything in it. Okay, so the bottom, that's a bomb. Yeah, that's a required bomb check. Didn't check the item in the room? Or was there not an item in the room? Couldn't tell because of the icon on the map. No item, huh? I still wouldn't have done the reset, though. Bomb floor? Oh, in the item room, yes. Okay, item here. Let's see, that should be a major. Hey, it's La Boule in the heat. Hot balls, folks. In an odd place, no less. He's gonna have to be very choosy here on his doors. We'll probably have to reset every time. Only one E-tank. Make that, sorry, 2 E-tanks. Make that 3. Another bomb check. Fleury being very careful to do... Oh, that might not be doable. That enemy's going to be a much harder freeze. Nice job, Fleury. You're rewarded with missiles. Okay, that room with the Ripper is just a minor, so MSC is not going to go back to that. All right, Fleury's saying he's done with Neo Norfair and leaving it. MG Cash. I'll have 2 items. Yeah, Magna Core. Magna Core will be good for the heated runs. If he can just find Screw Attack, it'll help him a lot. The only core he will equip. Thanks, MSD. So this is that missile's bomb lock, so he's gonna leave that alone. And another missile. It's starting to look like Brinstar's the play here. All right, Fleury's going to take his trip down to Ridley. Now, he's only got 99 energy. Is that going to be enough to make it to Morph Ball? There we go. All right. There's his bull pickup. MSD's still pushing Ridley. Not sure if Fleury's gonna want to stick around longer. Yeah, no. When he tanks, he's not trying it. Oh, I don't think MSD has the energy for this. Get ready for it, folks. Bloop, 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 bloop. Definitely not a jet seed. Oh, best can roll. What do we got? Oh, just a missile. Definitely not Blagle. Alright, so MSD has not checked this elevator. Yeah, Fleury decided to go back for this tank. He knows he's going to need it. Let's see, is MSD going to make this trek as well? I'm making it easier of time than Fleury did. Those bugs are super... I don't think you can... Wow, look at him go. Unintended strats, folks. And Missy showing us how it's done. MSD's got the one big ball. And he's rolling with it. All right, Fleury's making the play to Brinstar. Phazon core here, pick up. Definitely pick that up. MSC's got his sensor core now. Definitely not be turning that on. He's got all the core he needs. Times his bomb check. Oh, we got big room again. Let's see if this pays off. It's gonna kind of need to after the last race. All right, just a missile. Okay. Even a 0 out of 10 height cake from LTTP is better than this. Much needed E-tank there. Only got 2. MST should be. There he goes. I'm expecting him to run over to Brinstar now as well. Start to catch up. All right, we're gonna get a spore spawn, folks. Fairly classic spawn. This will be a little slower kill than before. Managed to squeeze in 5 in that one. He's a little. You have to deboost your way in there. I would expect MST to head all the way to the top, check the 2 top items. You have a couple WDF curse words at his screen, wondering where are all the majors. Fourth E-tank pickup that, he'll like that. Alright, first boss down for Fleury. I want to say right now he's sort of in the lead just on boss kills. MST has explored more of Ridley though. So the longer they don't have Varia, the more this kind of puts it in MST's favor. If they have to go back into Ridley without it, or choose to. Oh, this room unfortunately does not have a major. It's usually funny when it does. This is all accessible. Happily picked up E-tank for Fleury. Followed by another missile. Dead end room on MSC side with just missiles and E-tank. Let me see, deciding to pick up his face on. Hey, there's a crystal core. That's going to get equipped. Well, maybe not yet, but... That will be a very convincing going into Ridley with Novaria. Yeah, this is going to be a logic break for Fleury. Oh, missed that. No, MST pulls it off. And we have another elevator. So this is now out of logic. Right into Corvvis. Very interesting. Fleury is still in the lead with the boss down. But also attempting to go out of logic here. Now again, I'm expecting both runners to be a little more courageous in their moves. Novaria, if Fleury can pick up at least 2 more E-tanks and at least get his missile count to somewhere in the 70s, I could definitely see him doing a run with Crystal Core into Ridley. Or if Varia is picked up in Corvvis, then things are going to be a little different. Can only think at this point of a... Oh, never mind. I was going to say maybe bombs might have been hiding Kraid, but not really. Okay, this room is a little different. Don't let him fall. Yeah, I think MST's got him here. There we go. So 1 bust down for MST. He'll probably stick around and keep looking. This is not a bad call. So he hasn't seen Crystal Core. And it's marking that room, but that's a definite minor item. Pick up those missiles. Considering the sequence pick, I don't know if I'd stick around. No, usually the generator makes this a 1-by-1. Yeah, doesn't not offering really anything tangible. Fleury making his way slowly over to Kraid. Yeah, that's a spazer check. You're not going to be able to get that done. All right, second boss down for Fleury. Oh, wondering what he's going to do. See, now, that elevator has a path on their left. It's only missiles. All right, Fleury noping up. Okay, MST's picking up the crystal core. Now, what are you going to do, MST? Are you going to keep looking for Spore Spawn, or are you going to give Ridley a shot? I think he's probably going to look for Spore Spawn first. That would probably be the right call. Because like I said, Fleury has not explored as much as Ridley as MST has. So when MST gets back, he'll have less to check and more likely find Ridley faster than Fleury. Yeah, very Gordors are a very stingy game 3 so far on majors. Good on minors. So if MSC decides to make that Ridley dip with Crystal Core, this will give him quite a bit of an extension. I honestly it would be lovely to see him try and perform that miracle again, like in game 2. Fleury's doing all the same checks that MST did. But 2 bosses down. At this point, I'm actually considering that MST sort of has the lead here. But we'll see. $50 tank. MSC will be really glad to see that. No, bombs could still be required, Koopa. There are Shivera rooms that do require it. Alright, so Fleury making his dip into Ridley here. But he's got way... Okay, that E-Tank will be good. He's got less resources, and he's got to do more checks than MSC did. I think MSC's trying to make sure he covers everything before he goes. Well, he'll definitely pick that up. Yeah, MSC's in a good position to try Ridley now. Well, he may want to start heading there, because what lead I think he's got, he's going to start losing it the longer Fleury spends in Ridley. Seventh E-Tank for MSC. Okay, well, he's really good for... Oh, item in this room. We have not seen this room yet. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's huge. That is huge, folks. I was doing the reset. I hope he's deciding to finally leave. Yep, that is a very... That room with bombs is a very old room, folks. Very old. So that puts basically created in logic now. And again, outside of Wave Beam or Long Beam, I have really good feelings about MST being in go mode here. Again. Fleury's pushing. Okay, now he's still in around the same spot as where MST was. Okay, so MST actually knows where Ridley is. Oh, he's gonna look. He's gonna find out where Turing is now. Fleury needs one of these to be an E-tank. Oh, Phantom Core. That's not good. This is probably a reset. So, there is that 2x1 room just under Ridley. I didn't catch the name. I don't think MST ran his cursor on it. That could be Spacer Lock. That is very possible. Now, if the two bottom doors connect to each other, then he's good. Oh, item in that room, he cannot reach that. So right now, Fleury just went by the room that the room that connects to Ridley. I'm just gonna go in there. We'll see what we have. Oh, it is Spacer locked. Well, this is still a race, folks. See that? I'm gonna check up here. I think he's probably gonna pick up core capacitor, turn on magnet, which makes total sense. Fleury noping right out. Krat wreck ship might be the play here. MST looking at Brintstar. Wonder if he's thinking of going there. Alright, so Fleury choosing to continue to clear Norfair. MST Is he going to go to Krat or is he going to go to Brinstar? He is going to near Norfair, folks. Fleury is right behind MST. Yeah, like this call on MST, the IBJ will go a lot faster. Showing us new strats here. MST will probably go that. Okay, he's gonna go that way. Oh, I would probably check that item at the top before doing this. Both runners neglecting that. That's that one room with a bomb lock. It's a quick check. Yeah, Fleury not having bombs could hurt him here. Going this way. Oh, there's the wreck ship elevator. Or is it? We haven't seen Torian yet. No, it is the wrecked ship in a cave. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're in wreck ship. It's we're on the hunt for majors, and on a side quest, we're looking for a specific room. It's got some poop in it. We need that room to show up. It is legendary. Oh, crossing 4 cave. We'll probably have a major here in the middle. Base jump. Base jump. Interesting. Well, if we have to quadruple dip criteria, this will make that easier. We'll see a 5th way of making that jump. Oh, this is a lovely fusion with an item. A Varia suit. Well, that'll make that run back to Norfair better, but Fleury is not going to be able to get that. Now, that's not too big of a deal. The run to Ridley is fine. Yeah, all these items are... All these are able to be picked up. The question is, how loaded is wreck ship? Paragon hoping for the poop. This grunt room can also have a major. Just needs to get the combat portion out. It's just some more missiles. Alright, MSD, I think 110 is enough missiles to finish 2 games. Now, that lack of getting Shivera might force Fleury to leave. And it did. Interesting call. Yeah, checking Corvvis here. And, oh, there's our Turing elevator. This is an elevator. So this is Shivera. This is worth diving into. Shivera can likely hold a major. For the most part, he's got almost anything he needs to check this area. So we're actually going to get to see this barracks room in action. So there's a series of missile buttons. They got to be hit in a certain order to open up all the doors leading to the 2 items in the middle of the room. Start with this one here. You're going to go all the way to the other up there. Hit that. You're going to come down through the middle. Hit the first button. And then on the complete left, there's another set. And that should open up all the doors. What do we got? It's a beam. But it's not the wind beam. It's the L. Oh, and Fleury's saying, no thank you. Alright, MST did not find the tornado. Well, MST, remember that there's an item up top to check. He is heading up there. And I missed it, but MST turned on phase on. Well, I guess with 7 E-tanks, I guess you can afford it. Oh, there's a high jump. Well, that's where that was. We have our Nikes now. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there's our Spazer beam, folks. Oh, this could have been picked up a while ago. That puts MST firmly in the lead here. Only advantage Fleury's got right now is that he knows where Turing MST. So we'll definitely be seeing the space jump version of that climb. All right, back into Norfair to head over to Ridley. MST will pick up that E-tank now that he's wearing phase on. Nope, he'll just do a reset of the elevator. comment on Heika's bet on MST. I have to kind of 90% agree. We haven't seen Ridley's room yet, so we're not sure what we're gonna see. But that might be the only thing. I also doubt long is needed. So MST's gonna make his non-heated run of this now. Straight into Ridley's room. It's a 1x1, so I don't think long is an issue here. Oh, this is nice with that refreshing E-Tank beverage as a reward. Nope. MSC says that's not brisk, baby. I'm out of here. Now, I did say before that I didn't think MST saw Torian, but I guess he did? Or maybe checked the room and knew it was an elevator? Flurries for... Oh, he needs bombs. Pokeball is his downfall, unfortunately, today. Where is it? We need to go back to Brinstar at this point. Looks like he's gonna head that way. He's got the room with bombs scanned. MSC's still guessing, and we know this is the wrong way, so... Shouldn't cut too much into his lead here. So while we're waiting for MSC to figure out that left was option. Let's give you guys an update on the tournament. So we've got still one matchup that hasn't actually begun their bracket round yet. It's Meteor versus Kaz. That'll actually be on Thursday. Game one starts at 8. Game 2 will follow right after. Outside of that, my own matchup versus Alex is also at a Game 3. We haven't actually scheduled that one yet. Oh, they finally decided to go left. Man, doesn't look like there's not much in that area. I must be realizing he's gone the wrong way. Oh, this is definitely for the content, Heike. It's going for the Hondo map reveal. MSC choosing again the wrong way. Will be rewarded with his Nikes. Oh no. MST. No. Well, if you doubted the for the content comment, I don't think you doubt it now. Well, for MST's sake, as long as Fleury doesn't go back into Brinstar, I think his lead remains insurmountable. That's the escape elevator. Like, right? I'm certain that's the escape elevator. He thinks that's the entrance. It doesn't line up. All right, he's going back. He's realized that he's goofed. All right, Fleury's back in Brinstar, so he needs to go left. He's heading in the right direction. MSC confused. All right, now he's heading back that way. Folks, you need to tell me, how am I going to word this question to him? Why aren't you checking a door? Why do you think an item room has an elevator that doesn't? Are you happy you're not getting banned from your own Discord server? Wait, no, that's not relevant. Koopa, if MST is too old, I should be in a home. I am much older than he is. Now, honestly, everyone has done this before. Every person that's ever played a seed, you could play 100 seeds, and you're going to forget to do that one door, that one block. It happens all the time. As I walk in here and realize this is the elevator room the whole time. All right, we are in Shivera. This looks like a bottom left door. And I'm trusting my gut on this, which I didn't do in my second race. That cost me the win. Oh, that loops right back into the hub. MST's not going to check for items here. He's just going to go. But he won't pick up that long beam. I'm really curious where Screw Attack was. I checked most of every area today. Yeah, this looks like this is the right path. As long as the next room is another long straight path, I think this works out. All right, so now that Fleury's found his bombs, he should be. Well, we know he should be heading back for Criteria, but he's gonna keep checking more things. Hey, there's Princess Brain. Where's Koopa? You let Princess Brain die. You should put her in an airship. And there's the escape. Don't think this will be a problem for MST. Very short. We know where it is, so you'll be moving on to face an unknown opponent because they have not raced yet. There's that music change. We'll see the other right there. Everyone, let's get our GGs in chat for our winner, Game 3 winner, and the round, MetroidMst, with a race time of 56:22. And we actually have a time for interviews today. Welcome, MST.
How?
The question is not how you won. The question is how you didn't win sooner.
Well, okay. To explain the disaster that happened in the second seed, I saw an elevator in the Shivera. Like, you probably saw me hover over it in the map.
Yeah.
My brain was never thinking that was an escape elevator. So I was very confused. So I'm trying to get to, above that elevator, because the elevators have to be straight. And I just never checked that other door. So yeah. That's what happened with that. And I thought that screwed me. So, I thought that was going to end me right there.
So, believe it or not, Fleury's probably another 15-20 minutes behind you right
now.
Wow. Bombs.
Norfair seeds just are bad.
You found bombs and he didn't. And that kind of just slowed everything down.
Where's bombs? I forget.
Bombs is in Brinstar. In a very old room.
Oh, right. That room.
All right, there. Fleury's picked up his spazer.
Okay, yeah.
That was the other thing. It was fine that you had passed that the first time. I'm glad you went right away. Fleury didn't. So it just kind of steamrolled from there. Now, that being said, had Spazer not been a thing, Fleury would have been ahead because he had actually found the connecting door to Ridley before you did.
Oh, yeah.
With less resources.
Yeah. Yeah, I dipped into Ridley, got more fault. At that point, at least I'm thinking that's probably, that particular room is large, and it's like, I'm thinking that's obviously good, supposed to be a double dip. So I explored a little bit, and then I left, because I was like, the seed clearly wants me to double dip this. I'm just going to come back with more resources later. And that was the first thing that I thought screwed me up. Well, not the first, actually. Probably the third thing. I didn't... The double dip to Ridley, I thought, it wasn't that long of a time loss, but it was a time loss.
Yes.
And then going to You know, Brinstar and Kraid in the seed. That I had a hard time deciding how I was going to handle this.
You both actually did the logic break, and it ended up being the big payoff. That paid off.
With Corvvis, I wasn't expected to be locked, but I didn't get any major items out of there.
Nope. Actually, spring balls in Corvvis, actually.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I didn't get that. I didn't find it, so I think it was locked behind something I didn't have. So I was a little worried about that. And like, another big mistake I had that I really was worried about was I saw that room where Spacer was. I marked it, and then when I went to wreck ship, I wasn't even thinking that room was not on my radar. Like, I'm clearing wreck ship, and as soon as that room, I remembered that room. I'm like, oh, right. I need to head straight there. See, I thought like that time loss, you know, not going because wreck ship wasn't needed. You could get away without wreck ship on this. It was.
Yeah. You're right. With some creative multiple pathing options with that second room in criteria near Norfair. I mean, you both did it in so many different ways. It was like a lesson.
Well, you know, it looks like this really terrible obstacle or whatever, but you can just jump up it. The jump is annoying. I will admit that to actually just jump up it is super annoying because it's not intuitive to push, you know, left on the D-pad and wait, you know, a quarter of a beat to then jump. Like, it doesn't feel like it's a good rhythm between the inputs. No. To me, anyway. I mean, other people probably.
Jumping in between the pipes is very tight. Not classic criteria tight, but very tight. The hub room in Shivera has long, by the way.
What does it have?
Long beam.
Oh, long beam. Yeah, I'm not worried about long beam with Shivera.
No. So Fleury, after you guys left wreck ship, Fleury finds Turian, and we're all kind of on pins and needles here. Finds long beam leads. Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Then he goes down and finds high jump. Well, when you came out, you went up and found Spacer, and then that's was history. But that you looking for that.
I was so nervous this seed. I felt so good that first seed. Like
let's talk about that first seed.
Getting Varia after Ridley. that first seed went perfect.
That first
I could not
seed,
have done that better.
That was, well, you were behind, so you needed to take a risk.
What the world was I behind in that first seed?
No, I'm saying no, you were behind one game.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
So you needed to try to risk it there, and it paid off huge. Like when
none of what I did felt like risks.
Yeah, and how we're all saying how that game one with me and Alex was so fast, and game two was pretty fast. That was like insanely fast.
Yeah, I mean, everything worked. Like I said, the various being over there was the one mistake, but I had enough E-tanks. Like, you know, when I first bomb jumped up that heated shaft. See, Alex, that's how you bomb jump, by the way. When I first bomb jump up there. I'm not throwing shade or anything, but you know.
Don't give my opponent tips, please.
But no, so that first bomb jump, I wanted to get to the very top to see if, you know, I saw the purple door at the top, which didn't show up. So then I went to export some others. That other door I hadn't gone through. And then I found out, it was like, okay, Ridley has to be there. Ridley was pretty tight, I will say.
Oh yeah, 10 energy, yeah. Very tight.
Yeah. So, but, you know, you know, bosses are in this version, you know, you really, Kraid is the heart. You can't just generally go up and face tank. Well, you're not trying to face tank, but you're not trying to get in their face and just spam missiles. Kraid's kind of hard because he obviously has Spike that can block that. So he's harder to deal with.
So come to think of it, actually, in terms of both games, bombs was the determining factor in terms of the, because in game 1 you gambled with early Kraid and got him.
Yeah.
And Fleury kept looking for stuff. And
I
then
don't think you can do that with Corvvis, Kraid.
then he tried it, didn't position him right, and left. And you just kept going. So it...
Oh, did anyone notice? I got the same amount of Seguru for each race.
What?
The exact same amount. 20,050.
Okay, Vacant, can we get a patch for that?
You know, that's really what I was doing goofing around the world. I was making sure my Seguru match. I was calculating it in my head.
Right. Fleury's in the escape. We finish the gear in a second. We'll get him in here. Yeah, we got lucky this time. The next race is on half an hour after we were done. All right, GG's to Fleury with a time of 1:05:29. That will end his journey into the tournament here. Yeah, so sorry that we'll talk about that broken room stuff later. Just happens to happen. This custom area existed for so long, doesn't become a problem in Swiss. 2 matches with you, and you attract it. And multiple practices, yes, Kaz, especially.
You know, for this whole round, I did 1 practice. Again, if it works for other people, great. I do worse when I practice more.
Welcome into chat, Fleury. GG, sir.
Thanks. Yes, GG's.
So Bombs is your nemesis today.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I made the decision to try to make that push, and once I saw Ridley was space block, I kind of figured that's probably that. And then figured, oh, you know, maybe Wreck Ship can help me out, and it didn't. And I'm like, the nightmare scenario is that Bombs is in Crate or Brinstar, and then I have to come back to Craterix. We only had 1 major, and it was high jump. And that room that had...
Sorry, go ahead. I was gonna say, I saw you enter the Varia room in Wreck Ship. Did you not have bombs then?
No, I didn't have bombs.
Oh, so you did see Varia. Okay.
Yeah, I saw it.
Alright, I was like, why did you not get Varia right there? Alright, no, it makes sense now.
And that was, once I saw Varia there being bomb locked, I'm like, oh, bombs is earlier in the logic. It's somewhere in the Brinstar crate area. And
Yeah, he hadn't found bombs till you were almost done.
Okay. Yeah, so was it the room that tripped you up, or did you just not know or not explore Brinstar that much?
no, I was just trying to play aggressive. Like,
Oh, okay.
At 30 minutes ago, I'm like, if I can get through this hell run on Ridley, and Shivera tech generally doesn't require anything. If I get through it, I'm fine. And it wasn't.
If
lock happened.
Fleury, if that room connecting to Ridley was not spacer locked, you may have gotten the lead on that. But because it was, then you were not only down 1 major, 2.
Yeah.
Because MST had actually searched a lot of Ridley, but had map scanned where Ridley was, but hadn't gone there yet. So you go into Ridley, you happen to kind of thread the needle and almost path it properly to Ridley. So we see right off the bat that it's spacer lock, and we know MST's going to run into the same thing. We didn't know what it was until you walked in.
Yeah, so sometimes it works out, and sometimes it doesn't. Finding the crate elevator early is probably like the unlucky part. Like if I just search through the rest of Brinstar and find bombs, none of this
also
is
ended up getting to Kraid before bombs.
Yeah,
like,
you
I got
both-
nothing out of Kraid. I was really worried about that.
You
I got
both
no waves
deboosted
out
into
of
Kraid, and Kraid had, per the spoiler log, Kraid had Spring Ball, which was totally not required. So, obviously,
But when you
logic
need
was...
Phaser and you don't have any idea where it is, like that's a
Yeah.
big concern.
Yeah.
Well, to
Like,
get
here's
into
the whole area. that
the-
you-
bad part about like the double dip in Kraid, like looking back, was a bad idea because you were logically required bombs or spring ball to get in there. So that like removes one out of the two possibly out of the bat. So the second trip into Kraid, like looking back, was a bad idea, but yeah.
But ultimately, the logic break that you both did to get in, the deboosting into that morph ball tunnel, was a great move. That technically was actually a time saver at the end.
Well, that's a GG's Fleury. That was a good series.
Yeah, I mean,
Despite the 2 broken seeds we've got, the only 2 seeds in the tournament so far that have broken.
yeah, a little unlucky. Like, I was probably behind in the first run. The first seed we tried to run today, so like I didn't feel. Although it seems like we both, like in both cases where there were broken seeds, we both kind of approached it about the same time. Like that was when I pulled up the room chat, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, it's not just me.
Yeah, I played that first seed we had today. I'm just like, Skyhawk, really?
Hey, the other
We
one
just
was
had
Gorder's fault.
these.
The other one was Gore's fault, not mine. So, we don't have too much time now because we got another race coming up here in
Yeah,
about 10
we
minutes.
got to do that.
So, MSC, you don't know who your opponent is yet because they finally scheduled their races for Thursday.
You know what? No. You know what? I shouldn't say things. I'm an admin. I'm gonna stir the pot, but I shouldn't.
And Fleury, so who are you rooting for now? Who's left in the tournament?
The rooms.
You're rooting for the rooms. For the content, folks.
I
love the
I
content.
just want the races to be good.
And they're getting good. Getting good, believe it or
Like
not.
this is about the level. Like coming into the tournament, the goal for myself was to make top 8.
Yeah,
And
it's.
You got it.
I was saying earlier, like how people were commenting on my races with Alex on the weekend that they were so fast. Like for that game 2 for you guys was like MSD finished that in like less than 35 minutes, just crazy. And
yeah, I had a sub 30 on practice last night, and I'm like,
yeah,
this is a bad sign. You're using it all up tonight, and then but yeah.
all right. Well, again, GG's to the 2 of you guys. For the racers, myself, Paragon, Kaze, I bid you guys a good evening. We'll see you on Thursday at, I believe it's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern. Year 9 versus Kazuto IRL. We'll see you guys then. See you next mission.